Matt Turner has explained how the FIFA gaming franchise influenced his decision to support Arsenal, with the USMNT star now on the club's books. Arsenal are optimistic about the contract situation of both William Saliba and Bukayo Saka. Saka and Saliba have become two key players for Arsenal, particularly this season, said Romano. I am told there's nothing concrete with any other clubs as of now, having attracted a lot of interest from top clubs across Europe. Fabrizio Romano has cleared the air regarding the duo's future in his exclusive column for Caught Offside. Carney Chukwuemeka boasts exciting potential, says Graham Potter, with Chelsea happy to be giving a 19-year-old prospect Premier League minutes. Barcelona's longtime servant and captain Sergio Busquets is set to leave the club after 16 years with the club, according to Gabriel Sanz, via reliable Barca journalist Rashad Rahman. Busquets has been at the receiving end of a ton of criticism owing to his below-par on-field performances, especially against Real Madrid, Inter Milan, and Bayern Munich. The 34-year-old has had relentless backing of Xavi, but has failed to repay any faith. Barcelona have identified Manchester United's Diogo Dalot as a potential defensive reinforcement with his contract running down in the summer of 2023. According to reports by Mundo Deportivo, Manchester United will offer the Portuguese fullback a contract renewal post-World Cup. United also have an option to extend his current contract by a year in case an agreement isn't reached. Barcelona are closely monitoring his situation and will look to make a move in the summer. When quizzed about Asensio's future following his goal in Real Madrid's 3-0 win over Elche, Ancelotti told reporters, "We haven't talked about the issue of Asensio's contract. He has played little, but when he does, he shows that he can do it. He has been decisive and he will have more minutes in the future, and after the World Cup we will talk about his contractual position." Manchester City are reportedly monitoring Napoli winger Kavica Kvaratskhelia after the Georgian star's strong start to the season for the Italian Giants. According to Calcio Mercato Web, both City and Premier League rivals Liverpool are following the 21-year-old with great attention after he has impressed everyone with his spectacular start to the campaign. It might not have been the best start to the season for Liverpool's record signing Darwin Núñez, but he has managed to break the record to become the fastest player in Premier League history. The 23-year-old clocked a top speed of 23.61 miles per hour as the Reds sealed a 1-0 victory over West Ham, setting a new record in the top flight. The Uruguay international Núñez has overtaken the previous record of Manchester City star Kyle Walker, who reached 23.48 miles per hour back in June 2020. Naby Keita has been pictured taking part in a squad training session just one day after Liverpool beat West Ham 1-0 in their Premier League clash at Anfield. Keita, who is yet to make a Premier League appearance this season, is in the process of returning to play following a hamstring injury. The representatives of Hakim Ziyech have reportedly sounded out Italian giants over a potential switch this January. Ziyech, 29, has struggled for opportunities at Chelsea since his arrival from Ajax in the summer of 2020 and sought a move away this summer before the club decided to hold on to him. The representatives of Hakim Ziyech have reportedly sounded out Italian giants over a potential switch this January. Ziyech, 29, has struggled for opportunities at Chelsea since his arrival from Ajax in the summer of 2020 and sought a move away this summer before the club decided to hold on to him. The representatives of Hakim Ziyech have reportedly sounded out Italian giants over a potential switch this January. Ziyech, 29, has struggled for opportunities at Chelsea since his arrival from Ajax in the summer of 2020 and sought a move away this summer before the club decided to hold on to him. The FA has charged Arsenal after their players complained when Gabriel was wrongfully sent off against Leeds United, which was overturned by VAR. Full referee list for Qatar 2022 World Cup confirmed as 6 female match officials appointed in historic move. Full referee list for Qatar 2022 World Cup confirmed as 6 female match officials appointed in historic move. İlkay Gündoğan could be set to leave Manchester City and head to Turkey, according to The Sun. The midfielder has just 1 year left on his current deal and has emerged as a shock target for Galatasaray. Man United drop Ronaldo from squad versus Chelsea after Tottenham incident. Ten Hag has decided to banish Ronaldo from the squad for the trip to Stamford Bridge after he left the ground early following United's 2-0 win against Spurs on Wednesday night. He won't be involved in first team training for the rest of the week and won't be part of the traveling party, instead training on his own at Carrington. Cole Palmer admits to having snubbed opportunities to leave Manchester City on loan, with the youngster taking inspiration from Phil Foden. England under-21 international Palmer has told Sport Bible of passing up the chance to head out on loan. According to Spanish journalist Tomás González M, via Infinite Madrid, Real Madrid have reportedly offered Toni Kroos a contract extension till 2024. The player wants to wait until the final few months of the season and see how he feels, both physically and mentally, before making a decision. Real Madrid coach Carlo Ancelotti also provided an update on the German ahead of their clash against Sevilla. Kroos will make a decision about his future after the World Cup, in January or February. I think he will continue. Juventus are set to extend skipper Leonardo Bonucci's contract despite the defender struggling for form in this campaign. Mason Mount claims to be very happy at Chelsea and has no desire to speculate on whether a big money transfer could form part of his future. Mount told Tatler when asked if he could be prized from Chelsea's clutches in a 9-figure transfer deal, "I don't know. The money is. I've always obviously been a Chelsea boy. I am very, very happy here. We've been winning some silverware, which is a big goal of mine. I always want to win things." Former Bayern Munich winger Franck Ribéry has announced his retirement from football after an injury hit 12 months at Serie A side Salernitana. Ukraine star Mikhailo Mudryk was linked with a move to Arsenal throughout the latter end of the summer transfer window. Now, new reports claim that the Gunners are at the front of the race to sign him. Mikel Arteta's side agreed personal terms with the young starlet, who currently plays for Shakhtar Donetsk. Real Madrid skipper Karim Benzema has been named in their squad to face Sevilla tomorrow night. Sir Alex Ferguson will know Manchester United must cut ties with Cristiano Ronaldo if his own words are anything to go by, after going through a similar experience with David Beckham at Old Trafford 19 years ago. Ferguson wrote, "David Beckham was the only player I managed who chose to be famous, who made it mission to be known outside the game. He was around 12 feet from me. Between us on the floor lay a row of boots." David swore, "I moved towards him and as I approached I kicked a boot. It hit him right above the eye. Of course he rose to have a go at me and the players stopped him. 'Sit down,' I said. 'You've let your team down. You can argue as much as you like.'" The next day the story was in the press. He was photographed in public with an Alice band to highlight the damage. "I told the board David had to go. The minute a Man United player thought he was bigger than the manager, he had to go. David thought he was bigger than Alex Ferguson. You cannot have a player taking over the dressing room. That was the death knell for him." Erik Ten Hag has confirmed that Aaron Wan-Bissaka is nearing a return to fitness for Manchester United following his recent injury setback. Former AC Milan star Alexander Pato admits he's a fan of Rafael Leão. The Portugal winger is in contract dispute with Milan. Pato said, "I've always talked about Leão. I've always liked him. He had difficulties at the beginning, but he understood what it means to be at Milan. Now he is doing great things."